If you think America's two-party system is dysfunctional, then you're in the right place. Good morning and welcome to Coffee with Art. Every weekday morning, I try to do a little video that I hope will encourage a discussion, get people to think. Excuse me. So today I left on my UFTA shirt because I'm going to do something a little bit different. And it's an UFTA that bothers me a lot. The fact that teachers are the lowest of the low in today's society. I grew up in a home where my grandmother had been a teacher and my father had been a teacher. And so we had people coming over to our house all the time when I was a little kid. It seemed like all the time anyway. And they were saying, how much a positive effect my grandmother and my father had been in their lives, and that was such a wonderful experience for me, that was absolutely a factor in me selecting teaching as a career. And I'm so happy for all of the wonderful students and all the wonderful experiences I had in education. I used to love to teach. And so it saddens me greatly to tell you that I would not recommend any sane individual to go into teaching today. It's become a madhouse, and the teacher is always blamed. Regardless of what happens in the classroom, it's always the teacher's fault. It's sad. It's sad, but that's the reality of the situation. I'm very fortunate that for most of the years that I taught, I did feel respect, and I had wonderful students. And I'm so happy that I have former students, a lot of them, that are my friends today. And even more students that, even though I might not have heard from them very often, have said that I was a positive influence. And I hope so. Because to me, every student that walks in my door has so much potential. And my job as a teacher was to try to help them develop their potential. Whether I was teaching science or mathematics, to me, it was all about expanding the horizons so that individual brain could understand what was going on around them and make decisions for themselves on their own. It was about increasing their ability to think independently and to solve problems. That's not what you hear. That's not at all what you hear. Instead, we have a major segment of the population that views education as indoctrination and or worthless. Those people should not be in the classroom. The article that was posted today that upset me, and yet I absolutely believe it 100%, about Fargo teachers in fear when they're in the classroom. Because students can lash out and beat on a teacher, and it's the teacher's fault. Everything that happens in the classroom and in education is blamed on teachers, and I'm sick of it. The vast majority of teachers go to work every day to do their best to help their students. Now, are there bad teachers? There are some. But why in the hell would you continue teaching when you have zero respect and almost little pay? I've seen many students leave school and go out to work in the trades and make easily twice as many as any of their teachers. So why would someone want to go into teaching to be ridiculed? I wouldn't recommend it for anybody. Education needs serious reform. I think it's time we realize that education was far better off the way it was 70 years ago, when students who didn't want to be in school could leave after 8th grade. That's fine. If we could get the people out of the high school classrooms that don't want to be there, the amount of learning that would happen would be exponential. It's because the students who don't want to be there are the ones that are causing the problems. They hold back what teachers can teach to the students who want to be there. Plus, you have the abandonment of schools by Christians who want to homeschool, which I see as being absolutely selfish. Those Christian students should be positive role models and positive influences in the school, and they take them out so they can have their own little religious dynasty. It's beyond sad. Teachers are the scapegoats of society, and they should be valued. Teachers, I value what you do, even if nobody else does. But can I recommend a young person getting into such a disrespected profession? Never. Not until there's serious reform. I think the teacher should be the authority in the classroom. Today, the student is, and the teacher is a goat. Well, another thing for the list of reform. But don't go into teaching. You will be ridiculed, not well paid, and you will become the scum of society. Teachers, I think you're valuable. All right, well, have a great day today. Every day is a gift. That's why they call it the present. So unwrap that present very carefully. There is good stuff in there. Unfortunately, the stuff that's happening in schools is radically decreased by the people who shouldn't be there. Have a great day.